What's going on, y'all? This is your girl, the Queen Miss Candy, and I am back in the building once again to let y'all know to come check out my very first podcast for the Queen Miss Candy radio show. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about how I got into the modeling industry, the music industry, and definitely the radio industry, just talking about the hardships and the rough days that myself and my kids have gone through to get us to where we are. So make sure y'all go check that out every Sunday. I will have a new episode. So I'm excited to announce that we here, y'all. So make sure y'all come check out my show. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Queen Candy Podcast. As we told y'all in our episode earlier this week, we're going to be coming at y'all with 2 new episodes now. Eliza Greatest. Our show has been listened to and heard by so many people. We starting to network and connect with like-minded individuals that want to help each other grow, learn, and most importantly, as we always say, do new things. So we definitely grateful for all the love and all the support. Of course, shout out, always have to give credit, Allah's the greatest. And secondly, to Miss Coach Tina Ramsey, that's her Instagram. We teamed up with her on the CTR Media Network. And since then, our podcast has been growing. It's on, wow, I don't even know, like 20, 21 platforms now, including the CTR Media Network. And now we are working on putting our shows on YouTube. So we're going to give y'all all of our social media at the end of the show and let y'all know where y'all can come and find us at. We are officially starting interviews and radio spins. So if you want to get an interview with us or get your music played, you can link up with us, connect with us, follow us, and we'll connect and we'll get everything together that we need to do. Our services are not free, just to let y'all know. But we ain't gonna go upside everybody's head because we fully are aware and we fully understand what everyone is going through right now. And a lot of people feel like, they need others' blessing or whatnot, or, their approval to do whatever it is that they need to do. We can tell y'all from experience and having to let people know, it ain't even about that. Like we say on a lot of our shows, a lot of people are not going to support or be happy about a thing that you do. But that should never stop you. It's all on you. It's not on them. That's why we always say, listen to other episodes. It starts with yourself, not with other people. Yeah, they're going to feel how they feel. You might not succeed. You might not make money, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine and cool because it didn't work out for them. But how do you feel? That's what we always ask. So we're going to hit y'all with some music right now. And just to let everybody know, this is a side note, for those that have listened to previous episodes, or if you are a new listener, excuse us, we are the co-CEO, along with our husband, of our record label that's called Military Camp Records. So all the music that y'all hear, he has taught us how to produce. So this is original music. Like we said, we don't throw any shade to any artists out there, anyone that's doing their thing, by all means do you. But we just different from a lot of podcasts and radio shows. We promote our own music because we got our own record label, so it makes more sense to do that. So, everything that y'all hear on this episode, past episodes, and future episodes, y'all are going to hear from either our husband or ourselves because we run the record label together. So, yes, just to let y'all know, we are looking to work with, our people, help them, get on a different level, live a good life, have good money, good homes, friends and walks of life, and help them to do this the right way and to be unique, to step out there and be a leader. You ain't gotta do what everybody else is doing. You can do your own thing instead of different trend or a different path, if you will. So, that's what we pretty much are on right now. So, like we said, we're going to get into some more music and we're going to come back with this week's topic. Like we said, we're doing 2 episodes a week now here on Anchor. And today we're talking about 10 reasons you should stop waiting for approval. Because you really don't need it. You really don't. Everybody waiting for you to be happy, or you waiting for them to be happy on whatever it is that you're trying to do. And half the time they not trying to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to succeed, get to the next level. None of that. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today, y'all. We're gonna hit y'all with some music from Military Camp Records, and we're gonna be back, y'all, on the Queen Candy podcast. All right, y'all. We are back on the Queen Candy podcast, and we are here talking about 10 different ways you should never, ever wait for anyone's approval. Tell you something, y'all. We've been through this ourselves. Wow, we can remember most of our life, y'all, feeling like we needed people's blessing or we needed their approval just to make like one small step. Or if like growing up we felt like we were being teased or someone pointed out a certain thing about us, we would kind of like shut down and we wouldn't do it again regardless of what it was. And we just always said stuff and we caught ourselves doing stuff, just to have people and make sure that they left us alone, because we were always the anti-social type person. We didn't really make a lot of friends. We weren't, popular in school, whether it be elementary school, middle school, high school. We were the opposite of what you thought, what y'all see now. Seriously. And for so long, we wanted to be in a position, if you will, to help people, to be who we've always wanted to be. And we remember one time when we were in high school, and this was like one of our embarrassing moments, but we done got past it, so we able to talk about it now. But we remember being in math class when we were in high school, and I think the teacher was going around asking everyone what they wanted to do one day. And when it came our turn, like we said we wanted to sing. We said we wanted to do music. And would y'all believe that the whole entire class laughed at us? Well, like we said, we can laugh about it now. But at that time, we were a teenager. We were going through mood changes and insecurity, and we felt so embarrassed. And we learned then, and we don't know what our classmates doing now. We have no idea. We ain't talked to them. But like we said, we always stayed to ourselves, and we didn't really express a lot of things that we wanted to do. And that's just one of the reasons why we're talking about what we're talking about today. Stop waiting, y'all. Seriously. And we did the same thing. We did it up until about a year or so ago. Stop waiting on the approval from other people. You don't need it. It don't. You're going to wind up in a no-win situation, in a lose-lose situation, in a situation where it seems like you're losing and it seems like they're winning, regardless of who or what did what they did to you. A lot of our people really got to realize, especially our people, you already got the power within you. Why are you waiting on somebody else to be who you want to be and do what you want to do? We went through it too, like we just said. And we thought that's what we needed. People to approve or give us their blessing on the thing that we did. If we needed that, like we never would have left Florida, went to Atlanta trying to pursue a better life. Now we're here in Indiana, Lives the Greatest, and we doing big things. This wasn't a part of our plan, but it happened. So we not mad at all. Stop waiting on other people. It depends on you. It's time to stop doing that. You get one life. What you gonna do with it? What other people think of you ain't got a thing to do with you. And it's sad because that's why a lot of people, especially teenagers that go to school, commit suicide. Because we make the big mistake, y'all, of giving other people power over us. And it can be something so small. But we always make that mistake, whether you being bullied or whether somebody talking bad about you or they talking bad to you, whatever it may be. Or they want to hold you back from your dreams or hold you back from a thing that you want to do. We've all been through that. We give, especially women, we can't speak for men, obviously, but women, we give up, we feel like more than men. And we could be wrong, but we go through a lot and we worry more because we have what you call an emotional content of what people think. We don't play about our husband. If y'all anything like us, you don't play about your husband or anybody that you love or care about in your life. So, with all that being said, we're going to get into the 10 reasons to let go of the need to have approval. And we're going to start with number 1. And this going to be our favorite one, probably hands down. And we're going to go down the list. Number 1, what matters most is what you think of yourself. This is why we always say it starts with self-motivation, self-love, self-esteem, all of that. You set that standard, nobody else. Like we said, if you got people that support you and are there for you and going to help you get through, the struggle it's going to take to get to where you want to be, hey, like we said, that's great. But a lot of times you're not going to have that. So it's going to be on you. You got to pay the price so you can reap the reward. And that's what a lot of people, period, don't want to do. Number 2, our own lessons are the best teachers. People will try to tell you what to do and how to do it all day long. Straight up, y'all. And we already know, half the time them people ain't even got their life together. So how they gonna give you advice? This ain't no shot. But how they gonna give you advice and they ain't got their life together? That's crazy. And we used to listen to it from family, friends. That's why we real, selective with who we tell our business to. Because ain't nobody out here got it together. We don't even have it together. And we a Muslim woman. We follow Allah, Elijah Muhammad. We don't even have it together most days. It may look like it, y'all, because we be still promoting and pushing and doing our show and everything. But y'all, if we gave y'all the breakdown about our situation, y'all be like, good Lord, really? And she's still doing what she doing? We just tight. We not finna let it get in our way. We all gonna mess up. You can't avoid that. Ain't nobody perfect. But the bright side and all that, and what we believe in Islam is that your failures and mistakes are a chance to learn. Just with us, perfect example. We ain't gonna say perfect, but we're an example. We still mess up. We still fall short. We still do things we ain't supposed to do, and that's why we gotta repent. That's what it is, because we're not perfect either. Just because we live a different lifestyle than other people, it's not perfect. You're not gonna be happy and be comfortable all the time. That's just life, period. It's not gonna work that way. Never, ever, ever. Number 3, when you try to please everyone, you please no one. And this something we had to learn real fast, y'all, for real. We trying to please everybody around us but ourselves. Do what they want us to do. Be there for them. Support them. And before we knew it, we put everything we want to do on the back burner. And that's not fair to us. Like we said, we're not perfect, but anybody in our life, they can tell y'all. And if they don't, they hating. Side note. Anyway, anybody that know us for real, like deep down, they can tell y'all. We'll support y'all. We'll be there for you. But we even had to tell our husband, and we were just having a conversation, like, We can't let y'all stop us from our destiny, from what we meant to do. Absolutely not. We here for y'all. We love y'all. All that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're not saying stop doing it, but when you not, and ladies, we always make this mistake. Ladies, we always make this mistake of being there for everybody else, not taking care of ourselves. Put yourself first. It's not selfish. Now, there's a line between doing that now. That's when you got to know the difference. So there's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, what good are you going to be to anybody else? And, when you stand confident in all that, in your self-respect, you gain some kind of substance. You gain some kind of solid ground. And you on your way to a better path. Number 4, and this one that we really had to do, take yourself beyond your comfort zone. Don't allow yourself to be trapped in the fear. That's the key word, fear, that keeps you from moving forward. You got to create your own opportunities. Nothing is ever going to happen when all your ducks are in a row. Nothing is ever going to come together when you're comfortable, when you want it, or when you have all the money in the world, or you got the blueprint. None of that. It's always going to happen when you broke, struggling, when you homeless, sleep in a hotel, on the streets, whatever. It's never going to happen. If you always wait for things to be perfect, you're never going to get the way you need to be. We live in proof of that. You're never going to get there. So you might as well start while things are down, while you broke, struggling, because that's number 1. You're going to find out who's really in your corner. Number 2, you're going to find out how much strength and power you have in you. Like we said, it's not on nobody else. It relies on you. Number 5. Oh boy, a lot of black women need to do this. And yes, we said black women. Mind your own business. Instead of looking at what somebody else doing, worry about what they doing. If they messing up, slipping up, whatever, focus on you. Everybody always got something to say about what the other person doing, but we want to be Ray Charles to our own BS. We want to act like we perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with us. Let them live their life. You may not agree with it. And with us being a Muslim woman, a lot of things we see, we don't agree with. But we're not finna step in nobody's face and be like, hey, you know you wrong for that, right? They grown adults. Let them live their life. You do your life. Do you. That's it. We don't have no reason to be judging nobody, but we do. Like we all perfect, like we got it all together. The best we can do, straight up, y'all, the best we can do is give advice. We're not finna judge nobody because we done seen the worst. We done been with the worst. We done been the worst. We ain't perfect by a long shot. So we're not finna tell nobody what they need to do or be all up in their business. And we could. For what? How's that gonna benefit us? It won't. On any level, y'all, like we say, you can only control, y'all, like very little in your life. The things that happen to you. Whatever happens to you, please know it's already approved. So there's nothing you can do about it, whether it's good or bad. So don't focus on what other people are doing. They gotta deal with that. Whether they're living wrong, right, shoot, in between, whatever, however you want to put it. It's on them. So we need to get out of the habit of judging or looking at other people. Let's focus on ourselves and get ourselves together. That's for real. Okay, number 6. Trust what you know. Now, we all have a deeper intuition on what you can always rely on. But speaking from our perspective, that hasn't always been helpful. at all, and we always relied on our own opinion, if you will, and intuition about a lot of things. And we used to say, no, this me, man. I'm gonna be like this. This who I am. We didn't even know who we was, straight up. And we got to the point where we were so independent, like we didn't feel like we needed other people, because every time and this is the past, experience, y'all. Every time we trusted somebody, whether it was a relationship, family member, friend, whatever, everybody we've ever run across has stabbed us in the back, betrayed us, lied to us in some way, shape or form. And it just got us to the point where we just had to rely on ourselves. But our last relationship on back, we had to realize, like, this is where we made the mistake. We relied on them for our happiness, our success, our self-esteem, our self-love, the whole 9 yards. So, not to say they weren't wrong, but that's where we made the mistake. And now, of course, y'all know, we in a different mind frame. We're in a different mentality. We're in a whole different lifestyle. So now we realize, like we just said, it's on us. That's what we tell y'all. We don't tell nothing to y'all that we don't say to ourselves. It's on us. You can't look to anybody else for your happiness or you being successful in your life. That's like walking up to them and being like, hey, I want to be a billionaire and it's going to be on you. Huh? That will never work. That will never work. That's why we always saying, y'all want to hear this a lot. Everything starts with yourself. That's what we had to realize. It's not on them. Just like a lot of people, and we going to say this too, don't want to see us succeed with our radio show, podcast, jewelry, record label, all that. But it's not up to them. They are dead wrong. We know this because we know we have that power in us. We know we got that drive, that hustle mentality, to connect with people, the whole 9 yards. We know we have it in us. So why are we waiting on other people that don't want to do a damn thing with themselves? Why? You won't even have an answer. We couldn't even give y'all an answer. Straight up. Number 7. And we just said this. Someone thinking it's true doesn't mean it's part of your reality. We're going to read this, y'all. Certainty about yourself and your ability is worth more than anyone else's version of the world. Remember to live in a reality you know to be true for yourself. Now, we don't know what y'all got from that, but what we got is be who you are. Damn what this world wants. Forget all that. They probably ain't happy themselves. We don't know their life personally. Well, forget that. We went through, up until a few years ago, for real, y'all, we didn't know who we were. We were so uncertain, like uncomfortable, insecure. We didn't love ourselves. We didn't care about ourselves. We weren't even taking care of ourselves. Because we were listening to everybody else's version of who we are and what we should be. Miss us with all that. We wish we knew now, for real, what we knew then. We would have never let other people, or allowed them, we should say, to control us. To live in this world, and this whole world is a fantasy. For anyone that don't know that. Everybody chasing money to be viral, be famous, blah, 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 whole 9 yards, to be a fake celebrity, and, be seen, be popular, make money. This whole world is a fantasy. The whole world. Yes, we said it. So when people wake up, especially our people, and we want to come into our own, you got to know how to be true to who you are. Not who this world wants you to be, because it's not even real. Number 8, most important, y'all, for real. And all these important, straight up. You have one life. Live it like it's yours. When you stand in favor of your life, your abilities, love that word, and your power, you live in your life well. Be responsible. Be accountable. And what we love about this one, if something isn't working, let it go. Don't hold on to it. Ladies, we always have this tendency to do that. If something ain't working, let it go. They might talk about you. They probably gonna say horrible stuff about you. Forget all that. You got one shot, y'all. We know y'all watch the news. We know y'all see what's going on. These little kids dying so young. Promising lives. Could have been something. Could have saved the world. Could have came into their own and they dead. Because they wanted somebody else's approval, or they was in their little emotional content, their feelings. They didn't want to let stuff go. And we had to do it too, y'all. Please believe that. We had to do it too. When somebody did something to us, when we were dead and stupid, we had to retaliate and prove ourselves. Now we just like, forget all y'all. Look, we going to get to where we need to be. We on a different path now. We going to do what Allah needs us to do. Everything else is secondary. So we don't need y'all approval no more. Y'all ain't got to be on the same path as us. That's fine. We're not going to judge y'all, but this is where we're going. This is where we directed to be. That's it. Number 9, fail until you succeed. We all make mistakes, y'all. That's a given. We all struggle. We all have regrets. We all get frightened. We have fear. But don't let that fear, and we all make this mistake. Some people have, and some people that came close. You know, we give up just right when we about to have that breakthrough. Just right when we about to make it. And, you know, no one is psychic. We don't know, but we all give up right before then. Hang in there. We can tell y'all, we do a podcast. That's starting to grow now. If we had given up, that would have never happened. We just started our radio show, y'all. We finna network with that. We getting flyers done, interviews, radio play, all that. If we give up, that's never gonna happen. We are a paparazzi consultant, y'all. And we don't have people. You ain't gonna make money. You ain't gonna succeed. Look, just because you don't want to do it, or you don't want to take the time and the effort to put energy into it, don't mean it's not gonna work for us. It's on us, not the world. And we believe in ourselves. We know we have the power in us to do whatever. Can't and give up are 3 words that are not in our vocabulary. Never. Don't let anybody hear us, y'all, that's not doing nothing with themselves, that don't love themselves, that want to sit on their behind and be lazy, fighting you from what you want to do. And it's the last one for the evening, y'all. Number 10, don't wait another minute. Now, these are 2 things off the top of our head we know for a fact you can't get back. That's time and that's money. Don't waste a minute of your life. You find out what works for you and you go with it. Like we said, we've been talking about it. The approval of other people does not play a part in your success, and they can't stand that. They want to be a part of it. They want to see you fail. They want to see us fail. Let's prove them wrong. Anybody that hears this, let's prove them wrong. Start right. Get on the right path and live your best life. Forget them. They're probably already dead anyway. Forget them. Live your best life. You do it right. You treat people right. Get on the right path. Man, and for our people, you know, you follow along the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we're telling y'all, ain't nothing you ain't going to be able to do. Anybody can tell you whatever they want. It ain't going to work. And the only way, the way to live fully, is to always come back to yourself. Get back to who you really are. Talk to yourself. Yeah, talk to yourself. We said it. And keep asking what you want. Challenge yourself. Push yourself. Take charge of your life and make it into whatever you want it to be. See, a lot of people believe you got to die to go to heaven. No, you don't. You can have heaven is a condition of life, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach. Heaven is a condition of life. You can have heaven where you are, and you can have hell where you are. That's it, y'all. So you don't need others' approval to live your life or do whatever it is that you want to do. We're going to say this and we done, y'all. It's all on you. That's why all these words, self-esteem, self-love, self-confidence, self-acceptance, they all start with yourself. So let's live our best life. Let's do what we need to do, y'all. So that's it, y'all. Man, we love that topic. That was nice. So we were talking about 10 different reasons why you should never wait for approval from others. Stop waiting. You get one life. Let's live it. So y'all, yes, we said a few days ago on our last episode, we're going to start hitting everybody with 2 episodes each week because our listeners and our platform is growing to a big platform, and we definitely grateful for that. Like we said, Lives the Greatest. Shout out to Miss Coach Tina Ramsey and everyone at CTR Media Network. Shout out to our husband, Mikhail. Hi! For his support as well, because we been doing a lot of these recordings, y'all, and live streams, and he is like one of our biggest supporters, but he never keeps us from doing what we want to do, and we definitely appreciate him for that. And, shout out to ourselves. Shoot, we done been going through it these past couple months, y'all. But we not finna let nothing stop us. We have kids, and we just can't. We don't know any other way to put it. We just can't do it. We got to keep going. And even if or when we fail, at least we tried. Comparing to other people that haven't even made that first step. So that's what we say to y'all, You don't need approval. A lot of people ain't going to want to see you succeed, be successful, make it, none of that. But just because they wrong, let's not prove them right, y'all, by any means. So with all that being said, y'all, listen, y'all can go catch the Queen Candy podcast on any streaming platform you can hear a podcast on. You can go to YouTube. We're working on that as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Good Pods. Plenty of other platforms, y'all. All you gotta do, go to any app, type in the Queen Candy podcast. That's our Instagram, any platform, y'all. Y'all can follow us on there. And we are officially starting interviews. We got a couple coming up next week. So y'all gonna hear that on here as well, on Anchor. We're starting a network and work with some people, promote their show, promote our show as well. So if any of y'all are interested in doing a podcast, we do charge a fee. Like we said at the beginning of the show, our services are not free. But y'all DM us. Y'all can follow us on our Instagram, major platform, under the Queen Candy podcast, and we definitely will get back to y'all. So, with all that being said, thank y'all so much for coming in, checking out our podcast once again. We're going to hit y'all with one more track, and we're going to make sure we come back Monday with some new episodes. So thank y'all to everyone once again. We're going to have some interviews coming next week. Hopefully, with some good vibes and some good energy. So we can't wait for y'all to check that out. Well, with all that being said, we're going to get out of here. And we're going to talk to y'all next time on the Queen Candy Podcast.